I find it a little annoying when a woman says, I'm 48 years young. Yes, 48 years young. I guess that makes me 300 pounds thin. It's kind of like having Lindsay Lohan as a driving school instructor, or Honey Boo Boo winning a spelling bee, with the word methamphetamine. So I wanted to hear the Helen Keller story, so I bought the Braille book on tape. I hit play, and the narrator said, dot, 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 dot. So I wanted to return it to the blind cashier that I bought it from, but I didn't need my Monopoly money back. So kids these days, they're saving themselves for marriage. They're saving sex for marriage. It makes me chuckle. When my wife asked me, why did we stop having sex? I said, because I'm saving myself for divorce. So, got something new in the Chinese food delivery. Inside the bag were Fortune condoms. I said, great, something new, something to spice up the bedroom. So she opens the first one and it says, good things come in small packages. Now I'm annoyed. No, we're not using that one. Open the other one, please. So she did, and it said, 2 heads are better than 1. And I said, no, you can't call Jeff and invite him over. A lot of people say to me, Eric, you're a pessimist. Eric, you're such a pessimist, and I totally disagree. They ask the same annoying question. Do you see the glasses half full or half empty? And I say that glass was made in a Chinese sweatshop by a 9-year-old girl. I hope you washed her tears out before you drank from it. So, have you ever been driving and all of a sudden you realize that for like the last 2 to 3 minutes, you don't remember anything? You don't remember turning, signaling, stopping, nothing. It's a complete blank. God, I hate being a school bus driver. So, I'm dating, and I'm finding that making jokes on dates is very dangerous. I went out with a girl who said she was having breast implants. So I said, okay, I checked up with her after the surgery and said, how do things go? And she says, I'm famished after this surgery and I'm just so hungry. And I said, of course you're hungry. You're eating for 3 now. And so I checked in with her a little later and she said, well, actually today I drove for the first time. I didn't feel secure, so I just came home. And I said, you didn't feel secure? Didn't you just get new airbags? So I also went on a date with a dancer. You can't call them a stripper. No, they're dancers. Because they've obviously studied for 5 years at the Bolshoi Ballet. There's a sign out front saying, starring Baryshnikov and Cinnamon. Starring in Swan Lick. And the Nut Grinder Suite. So she says to me, for our second date, let's go on a shopping date. Let's go and buy things. I said, I know the perfect place to take a dancer on a shopping date. The dollar store. But I did go too far. I said, why is a dancer like a vending machine? And And I said, well, they both only take cash, and they're usually full of Coke. All right, that's my time. Thank you, Moscow. You've been great.